It may be a new year, but did I not promise that we would be going back to the islands? And welcome back to Cliffieland. This is Week in Country number 111 on our second attempt of cooking the food of every single country in the world. And tonight we're up to the nation of Mauritius. Mauritius, an island nation located off the southeast coast of Africa, is a small nation. It is known as the legendary home of the extinct dodo bird, which you can actually see in a museum if you happen to go to Port Louis anytime soon. Its cuisine is a fascinating combination, which is obviously reflective of its history, in that it is a mix of the Creole, British, French, and then later Indian and Chinese traditions. The people from those various places brought in their dishes from the different parts of their countries, mixed them all together, added in local ingredients, and voila, Mauritian cuisine. Very, very delicious. In fact, there are so many dishes, I really wanted to do a whole lot. Unfortunately, here we only have time for one, though last time we did manage to do more than that. So let's see how things went when we tried things then. Well, 4 years ago on the Global Cooking Challenge, like I said, I had the privilege of being able to cook over 3 nights, did 4 separate dishes. For the first night, I made an upside down bowl, which was really interesting. It was a stir fry. It had egg on top. It had lots of strong flavors from the soy sauce. I really loved it. Unfortunately, wouldn't be able to do that one again this time. The second night, I actually cooked something on the first night and served it on the second night, which gave it time to marinate, which is another chicken dish, which is really great. Not a whole lot of texture, but enjoyed it a ton. And served that with what's called a choco salad. Choco, known in the Americas as chayote, and with about 23 other names around the world, was very nice. It was tasty. It was filling, though not super great. Now, for the third night, we actually did the dish that we're doing tonight, which is a shrimp rougaille, which is a variation on a French dish, which is spicy Creole and is going to be really good. So now, let's see what goes into that dish. For our Mauritian rougaille, we'll need 1 teaspoon of finely chopped fresh chili. We're using Thai chili peppers here. You can use more if you like it hot. 2 tablespoons of finely chopped fresh thyme. 3 tablespoons of ginger paste. You can buy ready-to-made or crushed ginger to make your own. 2 teaspoons of garlic paste. Again, you can buy ready-made or crush the garlic to make your own. 3 tablespoons of tomato puree. 1 finely chopped onion. 1 tablespoon of chopped fresh curry leaves. You can use dried ones if you can't find them fresh. 2 tablespoons of finely chopped green onion. 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh cilantro, 300 grams or 0.66 pounds of diced tomato, 300 milliliters, about 1.25 cups of seafood stock or vegetable stock if you prefer, 8 jumbo shrimp, sunflower oil, basmati rice, and optionally coconut chutney. Well, that looks really good. Now remember, we are cooking the basmati rice in a rice cooker separately while the rest cooks, and the coconut chutney, I know I should have made it myself, but this is a microwavable 40-second dealie, which is really good to offset the heat of the actual dish. So bear that in mind. Let's get cooking. Into a bowl, place the shrimp, 1 tablespoon of the thyme, 1 tablespoon of the ginger paste, 1 teaspoon of the garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of the curry leaves, 1 tablespoon of the cilantro, 1 tablespoon of the sunflower oil, and mix together. Season with salt and pepper, and let sit to marinate for 30 minutes. Then heat 1 tablespoon of sunflower oil in a large saucepan. Then to the saucepan add 1 tablespoon of the onion, the extra 1 tablespoon of curry leaves that the ingredient list missed, 1 teaspoon of ginger paste, 1 teaspoon of garlic paste, and fry over medium heat for 2 minutes. Then add the shrimp and let it cook for another 4 minutes. Take the shrimp out of the pan and set it aside. Then into the same saucepan place the 1 teaspoon of chopped chili, 1 tablespoon of garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of ginger paste, 1 tablespoon of thyme, the diced tomato, 200 milliliters of the seafood stock, and the tomato puree. Let that simmer for 5 minutes, then add a tablespoon of the cilantro and cook for a further 5 minutes. At this point, add the shrimp back in and add another 2 ladles of stock. Season with salt and pepper
and simmer on a low heat until the shrimp are cooked, about another 4 minutes. Cook the rice separately and make ramekin mounds on plates. Prepare and serve the coconut chutney in bowls alongside. Plate the servings of the rougaille. Dress with chopped green onions and more cilantro.
How'd that all turn out? Well, it was spectacular. It was delicious, it was hot, it was spicy from the chilies, which I really enjoyed, although you can tone it down if you really don't like hot food. Had a whole lot of flavor from the ginger and chili, along with the cilantro and thyme, and it was the tomatoes and the onions. It was just all around great. In fact, it was so great, there really wasn't anything left. If I had only one complaint, it would be kind of my technique and choices in that the jumbo shrimp, which really should be king prawns if you're actually over there, really weren't quite big enough, so I didn't get enough food. That's how good it was. And I'm really glad we made that basmati rice because it went really perfectly with it, and the coconut chutney did a really nice job of cooling things down. So I'm gonna give the rougaille from Mauritius 5 out of 5 globes. A delicious dish. Try it yourself. And that does it for Mauritius. We'll be off the islands for a week before we come back, but next week we're going to be a little delayed because we're waiting for a special ingredient for next week, which is one of the biggies. In fact, it's the most complicated dish on the entire global cooking adventure when next time we try the food of Mexico. See you then. And remember, if you'd like to see our streams live when they happen, follow us on Periscope or Facebook Live. Like and subscribe to be advised when these videos are posted. If you have any thoughtful feelings or helpful suggestions about the food that we're cooking, sound off in the comments. Remember, links to the original recipes, remember these aren't my recipes, are found in the About section. And tune in next time. Thanks for watching and happy eating!